Do you work at a colocation data center, or do you sell to or partner with colocation data centers? Are you in a marketing, sales, business development, CS, product, or executive role? If so, then you'll definitely want to check out the short video that's excerpted from a webinar recording that we held a little while back that looks at data center lead generation building blocks. If you like this content, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell button so you can be notified when videos just like this come out.
How should we be generating leads and obtaining new clients for our data center?
How should you be generating leads and obtaining clients for our data center? Well, I don't want to take anything for granted, so I still see a certain amount of people in the data center space, in the colo space, that are actually buying leads from lead brokers, lead services, and things like that. And the problem with that approach is those leads, with air quotes around leads, are not expecting to hear from you. So when they do hear from you, do they find it helpful or do they find it harassing?
Or do they just hit the spam button?
Yeah, that's a big one too. Do they hit the spam button? And there's a block function in Twitter. There's an equivalent to that in LinkedIn, and we're really not very far away from our smartphones having a button just like that also, where you're not only rejecting the call but putting them on an you're putting them on a bad dudes list of people. As we see that already happening on the web, where you go to Google and you put in a phone number and you can see all the reports of annoying, harassing calls. So this is a cultural shift. This is a mindset shift of, if your company is going to exist and pretend like it's still 2005 and harass the heck out of people and interrupt the heck out of people and hope to get a very small sliver of a decreasingly small pie of people that put up with that nonsense and actually engage. But it's not the right context in most cases to get trusted advisor status. So the first thing to recognize is that buying leads and spamming people is vastly different than creating your own proprietary thought leadership content and generating your own leads. If it's a given that we want to generate our own highly qualified leads, and we're doing the right things with setting smart goals, and we're building our buyer personas, and we're being smart about our keyword research and being realistic about the competition that's there, for the basics of generating leads, you want to make sure that you have landing pages and premium content that are different for each of your buyer personas. The CFO of a financial services company has different types of issues they're grappling with than the sales director of a SaaS company or the chief operations officer of a media company. So depending on who you're going after, you want to make sure that you have lead generation content, premium content that is specific to that buyer persona. Second is you want to make sure that you have lead generation premium content offers that are relevant to where they are in the buyer's journey, the awareness stage, the consideration stage, the decision-making stage. It's completely inappropriate to throw a request a quote or request a tour offer in front of someone on their first visit to your website, because less than 5–10% of the people that are visiting your website are at the stage where they're ready to buy immediately. And if you're not sure why that would put someone off, think about going in to test drive a car, and you walk into a showroom and the car salesperson, and you say, I'd like to see some of your models, maybe go out for a test drive, and the salesperson's response is, that's awesome. Are we buying or leasing today? And you say, no, you don't understand. This is the first time out I'm looking. I just want to compare some models and maybe test drive one or two of these. Oh, that is so cool. Are we buying or leasing today? And they're not listening to you at all. So it's really important to make sure to understand the sales cycle length and the milestone and the journey that your qualified leads go through on the journey from qualified leads to sales ready to opportunities and ultimately to clients, and make sure that you have premium content that's appropriate for that stage. Things like white papers, checklists, ebooks are great early on when they're doing research, and the middle maybe ROI calculators, case studies, comparisons, webinars similar to this, and towards the end where you'd have more intimate one-on-one conversations, where tours, needs assessments, consultations, things along those lines. Request a quote. If you only have things that are for the late decision-making stage, you're leaving a ton of money on the table, and that's one of the most powerful ways to generate more leads and highly qualified leads is to make sure that you have premium content and landing pages for each buyer persona and each stage of the journey.
Hey there, it's Joshua Feinberg from SB Home Run. We're so glad that you stopped by to watch this video today. If you got good value, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you can get notified when new videos just like this go live. Thanks. We hope you're having a great day, and we wish you great success.